Guys, I'm Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today we are going to learn a little bit about coloring. This is not the card we're doing, even though that's the one that's on this front of this. I changed it up because I wanted to try something new and to see if I can help you to figure out where to put your colors better. Whether I can do that or not, let's just wait and see. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. I have hundreds of videos out there, and I know that you would probably love them. And if you come every week, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to turn you down and let's get started. Okay, so again, this is the card that we're not doing, though I really liked it. This is the new DSP, and that is from, oh, I don't even have it in front of me. It's all listed on my blog. If you go there, this is my blog address. Hold on one second, and Pat should be able to put it on to the things. This is my blog. So if you go there, hey Lola, hey Pat, you can sign up for my newsletter, which will let you get the PDFs that I make from here. And two is that you can go and see the pictures closer and to see what all is on there. All right, so this one I really liked, but I figured out one that I even liked better. I've done like 4. So I'll show you 3 of them because really I've done 3. Today I'll be doing 4 because I'll be making an extra. All right, hold on. We're going to get started. So we are going to start with a new ink color, which is Timid Tiger. And it is a really pretty orange. Is that what you would call it? Is orange? I do have thanks Lola. I do have a poll up there because I don't know whether it's too early to start doing Christmas cards or not. I probably will start in July, but I might get the hankering and do it for next week. All right, so another thing I'm using is the gold brushed. It's metallics brushed, but it's really pretty. And I've already stamped the image and die cut it because I just thought it'd be easier. You guys have seen me stamp before. You don't need to see that again. So today I am using, all right, let's see, right? Let's go this way. All right. Granny Apple, Timid Tiger, and the Light Peach Pie. So we're going to look at this, and from what I've gathered from doing other coloring classes is that the artists give you some clues. If they're really thick lines, that's where you're going to make it darker. If it's not so thick, you don't do it as dark. And so that's what I'm going by. So I'm going to come in with my Timid Tiger dark, and I'm assuming that the dark would be behind, like, because this is a layer, so you want to make it go back because this would be brighter, that would not. All right, and I'm just going to work a little bit at a time because I want my blends to not dry so much. All right, and then I'm thinking there might be a little bit more here. So I'm just going to work on this side first, and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm just going to do little circles and leave room because I want to come in with the peach pie light. But I want to blend this a little bit. Not go all the way out, except for right there. All right, now I'm going to come in with my peach pie, and I am going to use my brush tip just because I think it really makes it blend better. I'm only doing the one side of the card right now, and then we'll move on to the other side. So I always go darkest to lighter because I think that it blends better that way, but you know, that's up to you. All right, so now I'm going to move on and come in here because this looked like it was dark. This is somewhat dark, and then I'm going to make the dark in the middle because I think that would be darker. Let's see. So it is kind of guessing on my part, and if you guys have other ideas, that would be awesome if you would kind of let me know. And if I don't see a dark line, this is the light, yes. If I don't see a dark line, I just go ahead and use the light Timid Tiger and then go from there. So pretty. All right, now the peach pie. What do you think so far? Hey, Valerie. Yes, I did. Well, I heard it a long time ago, and I kind of was hoping it would go away on its own, and it didn't. So I have been kind of ignoring it, and then it got so bad that I couldn't do anything without it, like me saying, ow, ow, ow. So I figure maybe I should listen to my body. I know that's a crazy idea, but and see if I can't get it to go away. And I hate it because it really does hamper me on what I want to do. But I'm going to see if it'll work just to listen to it. All right. Now on to the peach pie. So you can, and I'm going to come back in because I see a spot that I should have made a little bit darker. When you're working with the blends, do a little bit on the side to see if they work well together on the colors, because sometimes they don't, you don't think they'll go together, but they do. All right, one more time going over with this. All right, now I'm going to move on to the leaves, and let's see, that's the light. So I'm assuming that if they are right up against the color here, that it would be darker there, and it's dark here. And since this line's really thick, I'm going to make this thicker. And let's just do this, and I'll do 3 at a time. So hopefully it won't dry too fast. I did try it with lemon lime twist for this too, but you really couldn't see the difference. So I just figured I'd just use this. All right, let's go with the dark again. Mm. So the more you go over it, the more it blends those two together. I don't know if you can tell that. So this is a preview for, I think they come out in July. A lot is coming out in July, and I am loving the new stuff. This is why I became a demonstrator, so I could, I know I should be saving money, and, you know, I just figured that if I'm not having fun, then it's going to become a chore, and I don't want it to become a chore. So I just buy what I want because I've got the discount. Luckily, I don't need to pay any bills other than my bill. So it's kind of nice. So I just sent out, so if those that have already been signed up for my newsletter, I just sent out today 5 PDFs of what I've done lately. All right, so what do you think of that so far? I'm going to go ahead and put some Wink of Stella on the flower. Whoop, let me get this a little bit. Whoop, that was a lot. Okay. I needed to get it juicy again. I like it when flowers sparkle. And every morning when I go look at my African violet in my window, it sparkles. I didn't know that they had sparkly leaves until recently. All right. Might have got a little bit too much, but what do you think? I think that's beautiful. All right. So what I do to make it kind of look realistic is I turn it upside down and I just make the leaves go towards the front because I think that, leaves kind of curl. Now on my sample, and I'm going to trim that just a little bit because I think when I put it up against a brush, it got some of that on there. So there. That way it won't look like I didn't mean to do that. All right. So let me show you the DSP. Oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful this is. I love Pacific Point. No. Pretty Peacock. And then this, I don't know what to do with this yet, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. But I wanted to use this because I thought this looks really pretty on there. And then I used a die from the set that just cuts the flowers and the leaves. And I just did it in black because I thought, oh, how pretty that would be just as a background. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on here. I don't want it to hold down really hard. I still want the ends to be popping up. So or at least the leaves. So I'm going to do it like, let's see how I did that. Yeah, like this. Then I'm going to put some of this on the back. Whoop. Huh. And I'm going to bring in my ribbon. Put that upside down. And I am using the gold and silver trim. They both come in together. And I am going to make this have some pretty little loops. And I want it to kind of go where the indents are for the leaves. And let's make this one a double. I'll make it this one because that's the way the ribbon wants to go. We'll do it up here. Okay, and then we'll just have this coming off to the side. All right, I think that's pretty. All right, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back to hold the ribbon and to pop this up. I hope this isn't distracting you too much. Seems like as soon as I hit 64, I've been to the doctor 3 times. Seems like everything's falling apart. I don't understand why that would be, but that's what seems to have happened. All right. Well, goodness, didn't want to come off. All right. So, and I'm going to show you my other ones that I tried to do so you can see which colors you like. And it's all using the same set and DSP. All right. So now they had in here, and I was pretty excited, the word hey. And you know, I say that every day or every time I do a blog post or this. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to use that. So I did the smallest circle from the Stylish Shapes. So I use this one. And I cut, I'll show you in a second. You'll see. You might not have thought of this. I just thought of it the other day. So, all right. I have another circle that I cut out because they have 2 rows, like this would fit in there. And I love the stitches, but I was like, how am I going to use that? I didn't want to have it be bigger. So let me see if I, come on. Oh, there it is. Got the 1-inch circle punch, and I am going to put this around this just to give it a little bit of a black outline. You could make it bigger, but so I'm turning this upside down and then putting this upside down and coming in. You just got to make sure that they're lined up. Coming in with black, which I've been saying I should be using, dimensionals so they don't show up so much, and trying to grab the edge so that it's on both pieces. Hey, Teresa. Whoop. So this is called Charming Day. And like I said, it's going to be coming out, pretty sure, in a little over a week. Oh, let's go ahead. You know, what's one more? So there is, I would love to get your viewpoint on which stamp set you want me to make a Christmas card with. So I will show you what I've got and we can go from there. All right, so I'm just going to do this kind of at an angle. Hey! And that's going to go on to my gold. And I'm going to head, excuse my reach, and use glue because I've already got all these layers on there. I could have done it beforehand, but who thinks ahead of time? Okay. Didn't want to like make my leaves not be so puppy still by turning it upside down. All right, so we got that. Well, and then we're going to put it on to my base. So let's use the glue on that too. I'm telling you, glue's awesome. Okay. Okay, so now I went out and just looked through my stash and found these, and it really doesn't do it justice on the video. These are so bright and so beautiful. They are Calypso Coral, but that's pretty close to this, and I thought it would look really pretty on this pretty peacock. So we're gonna just do, okay, I went a little overboard on this when I did this. Surprise! Sure, you guys are shocked. And then this corner looked a little sad, so I decided to put a couple here. All right. These are on the last chance list, so if you like them, get them. All right, so now I'm going to do the inside and bring in my white. And this is totally different than what the first card is. And I will show you that when, like, I'll show you the inside and outside for each one. And I made the sentiment a little bit different because I'm always looking for birthday cards. So this one, and this is all in the set. So, oops, it wasn't supposed to be in black. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do something. I'm not sure if it's going to look good or not, but we're going to try it. And if it doesn't, I can always put a tag over it. It was supposed to be in this. So let's just see. It might look crappy, but this is how we learn, right? As if I'm just going to lay it right over, hopefully. Oh, that doesn't look good. This is why we do this. So we know. So I'm going to just stamp it on here. Yeah, that hurts your eyes. I'm going to trim this. Let's get it straight because I don't think I had it straight. And this really isn't a straight stamp, so I think I need to do a little bit more. Might have got too close. Yep, that Y is going to get cut off if I do that. All right, so we're going to leave it like that. I'm just going to trim it. And I'm going to stamp it again. Let's get this on here. I cut off too much. There we go. That's good enough. We're going to put that right over. In fact, I'm going to pop that up just so that it looks pretty. Looks like we meant to do that. All right, I'm just going to use minis. And I think did I put it on the wrong one? Oh, well. Oh, nope, that didn't quite cover it. Can't see that going. There we go. Still didn't get it. I'm going to get me a new piece of paper. How's that? We're just going to start all over. You know. There. Since I hadn't colored anything, we really didn't get too far. All right. Now you could leave that, but I want to color it. So we're going to do that. I'm going to move that out of the way. Come back in with my 3. And this time I'm not going to make it too dark on the edges. Really want it to pop a little bit. And again, I'm using the Timid Tiger and the light peach pie. Oh, that's coming out good. All right, what should I use for the inside? Let's just do the dark. There we go. And then the leaves. Goodness, that one didn't want to open. I'm just going by the dark lines. Now, if you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be yours. If you live in the United States. And happy Juneteenth, by the way. All right. Now, I got a little bit of splatter here. I'm thinking that I might want to cover that up with more splatter to make it look like I meant to do that. I'm just going to cover this up because I don't want it to get too much splatter. All right. Let me grab a pen. And my pad here so that we don't get it all over my table. Oh, wow, that was a juicy one. There we go. Now it looks very artistic. All right, let's put some tape on there and then I'll show you the other ones that I've done. whale. I got a small one out. I should have a different color behind it, but we don't. Okay, so what do you guys think? Isn't that cute? So here's my original. I'm not sure if there's a lot different. This is the original. And on the inside, I used a bigger piece of paper. That looks really good. I like how I did that. All right. And then this is when I just did Timid Tiger. No of the peach pie. And I did the Blackberry Bliss behind. Isn't that pretty? And then on the inside, I just did leaves. All right. And then I have one more. But where did it go? Oh, right here. And this is the one that was in my picture. Hold on. There we go. Right there. So this one has the Timid Tiger DSP. This uses the brand new bling that is, I don't have it right here because I wasn't going to use it. But I think it's listed, not positive. But so I'm only giving away one card. I'm going to use these for my class too. So thank you, Teresa and Valerie. You guys are awesome. Oh, Mary, thank you. And if Pat could do the drawing, we could get at least one person to win. And I will mail this out right after I'm done. I usually get it out into the mail before I close up for the day. So next week, these are the 3 that I was thinking of using. Let me move these. Okay. Tractor and Company, which has dies, it makes a tractor, and you can have, Christmas or fall. All right. Long Time No See with a cute little puppy and a llama. And you can make them as long as you want because you just keep going. And this is not Christmas, but I really want to use it. Oh, Mary won. All right. So, and Peaceful Pier. Is that not the coolest? I'm so excited. I grew up by a lake in Michigan, and we would always fish and walk on the pier, and it just brings back lots of fun memories. So thank you, Lola. All right. So, Mary, which one out of all these, you let me know which one you want. Just text me. You know my number. All right, guys. I will see you next week, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.